Hey everyone, this is Mr. Everything, and in this video I wanted to do an unboxing of the Valorise gaming headset. I got the opportunity to try this out, and I figured I would do an impressions of it because I've been using a SteelSeries headset for the last few years, and I like it, but it's a little outdated. It still uses micro USB, and this uses Type C. And when I saw it, looked at the listing, it's very similar to the Steel series, so I think they kind of use that as reference. And this is about a third of the price of what a current wireless Steel series would be. Kind of like how they, not sure if that was just like some issue with the packaging or they actually put that gap there on purpose, but it makes it a lot easier to open. So I like that. And now you can see the box a little better here. So that's your model number. And one thing I want to point out, and this is the same with probably most headsets, when it says 7.1, that's software based, so it'll kind of give you a software immersion. I think it's still just two drivers. And I don't know exactly what the specs, maybe it'll show it here. So there are 40 millimeter drivers. And I don't see too much else on. Like that's about all that's on the box, so let's go ahead and get into it. And I've really been impressed with like headsets and headphones at lower price points. I really think at this point, it's kind of like a nice little sheet there, like wax paper. You could use that for something. They're lightweight, but they don't feel like junk either. So they're really lightweight, but they don't feel cheap. I really like this type of padding. I hate the leatherette because it's so thin and it holds a lot of heat. It makes your ears sticky, and then it eventually crumbles. These ones I've never had an issue. They don't, as far as I can tell, they never get dirty. They're very comfortable. They might not hold the sound as good as a leather one does, but they're so much more comfortable. It's a well worth trade-off. So according to this, you're getting a lifetime guarantee. Let's see if there's anything underneath this. Okay, there is. Headphone jack and a charging cable, and then most importantly is the wireless dongle. And again, this, I keep bringing up SteelSeries just because this is what it reminds me of, and I think that's a good thing because they're my favorite headset. So the fact that Valorise is doing basically all the good things that SteelSeries did at a third of the price, to me that's really makes this an attractive buy. So check in here real quick. Now it's not going to be a fast charge. One thing I've learned, if it's A on this end and C on this end, that means it's like a 2.4 amp tops fast charge. It's when it's C on both ends. Sometimes they're fast charge, but not always. But this is still much better than using a micro USB on the SteelSeries. Oh, so this is braided. So I like that because I do have a few of these 3.5 millimeters, but the fact that this one's braided, stretching it out to about 6 feet, I would say. So here it's doubled. I would say that's a 6-foot cord. A lot of these are rubber, just like, regular cable. This one's braided, so I like that. This might actually be something I'll use. And this is a pretty big booklet. Maybe it's in some different languages here. Manual in English starts at 16. So here's some info on it. I'll let you take a look in case you're curious of buying it. You can see what all the features and how it works before you even get it. And I'll familiarize myself with this off camera. Okay. And this is the dongle for connectivity. That's probably the most important thing to mention, is this is a wireless headset, but it's 2.4 gigahertz, and you need this dongle. Now, personally, I like this because it makes it to where you could hook this up to just about anything. Now, it doesn't work with Xbox. It's not advertised to work with Xbox, but these will work with PC, PS5 and 4. I would assume 4. I'll test it on my PS5, Steam Deck, probably your iPad and anything like that. But there is technically still a way you can use it with your Xbox. Even though it's not truly wireless, you can use this included cable to plug in here and then plug this into the headset. And again, you do have one cable, but you still aren't connected. You're not tethered to the console. So you can still use it technically on your Xbox like that, though you could use like any type of earbuds or anything that's a wired 3.5 cable with your Xbox controller. But nonetheless, though, that kind of opens it up. It's not specifically for Xbox like the SteelSeries one is. And I also like the way they did this dongle, because you get a regular USB adapter for devices that need it, but then you can just put in this nice little Type-C one for anything that uses Type-C. And the SteelSeries one's about this big for the Type-C one. And they do include an adapter that goes to Type-A, but it's on a cord. It's probably like a 6-foot cord, and it converts using that. So I like that this is more portable. It's just all in one. Use it like this if you need to, or if you can just get away with Type-C, you can use it like that. And the most important part is the headset itself. You can see it has a retractable mic. Seems to be pretty adjustable. I like when they retract in. So there's not a whole lot of movement this way, but you do have to where they'll lay flat, which a lot of people like. And then you have some padding up here. And again, it's like this mesh cloth, so that's always better than the leatherette. And one thing I like with these is that they're numbered. So a lot of them that are adjustable like this, you kind of just have to guess. Well, now you don't have to, because it tells you exactly what number you're on. So I really like that. It's pretty nice. So the pricing as of this video is $49.99 with 10% off coupon. It's really a good deal. And you can see it's also Bluetooth 5.3. And you can scroll down and check, more if you want to see any more of the specs. Like you can see the large battery life here, which that is really good. I think the SteelSeries boasts like 30 to 40 hours. Probably depends on what features and your volume level and everything. But also the fact that it does a Bluetooth 5.3. So again, you have this dongle, which will hook up to just about everything but the Xbox or any device that supports a USB headset, minus the Xbox. You have Bluetooth, so you can connect all your phones and devices without even using this if you don't want to. And then you have the wired mode, where you can just use the 3.5 millimeter cable with just about any audio device, and technically you can use it with your Xbox with this. So it's pretty well rounded, especially at that price point. And I believe this is the multi-function button. I want to see what happens here. I don't have it paired. Not sure if it's charged or not. And this is RGB lighting in here. I do see some pairing here, but I don't have Bluetooth set up. And I don't have the dongle hooked up to anything. Now this here doesn't appear to be anything. I'm not sure if this would have been a port or a button on a different model, but it's just a blank. So you have, again, that multi-function button. You have a volume wheel, your Type-C for charging. That'll be for your wired 3.5 jack. Your mic mute. And it turns out the light was on the whole time as soon as they came on, as you can see. I'll have to do some more playing around with it to see if they change colors. But I mean, that red's really nice anyway. So if that is the only color you get, since it does have red accents, if that's the only one you can use on this, I'm still okay with it. And the last part, I am going to show the Steel Series here. One thing I do like is this type of band, but this looks like it's going to be comfortable too, because either way you have this nice cloth padding, because I just don't like those ones that have the leather. But you can see where they took the inspiration from for sure. But this one uses micro USB. You can see a lot of the same styling cues here. But this is basically the better version of it, minus the Xbox native functionality that you get with the dongle with this one that'll work on Xbox. But again, you can use it wired with a controller. And they do make a modern version of this that uses Type-C. I think it's the Plus, but it's $140 or $50. So this is a third of that with almost the same features, and you get the addition of Bluetooth and the RGB lighting. I would recommend giving these Valorise headphones a look if you're looking for an affordable gaming headset that has a lot of features that the way more expensive ones do at under $50. But I really think that today most headphones in general, no matter what the price point, are pretty good. So I think they're definitely going to be a worthy successor to my SteelSeries headphones. Thanks for watching, and you'll see me in the next one. Have a good one.